When you put on an outfit from Instagram and it doesn't look good on you, it's because you need to stop buying from IG. I feel like the modern day thing going on is that you put on a fit that you got from Instagram and it just ends up sitting in your closet, or it doesn't look right on you, or you just don't feel comfortable wearing it. And I have a simple solution for this. Like, just trust me. Like I know what I'm talking about. I've been through it, and let's get right together right now. Let's get right. Okay, before I start, I want to say this is just my opinion. Yeah, that's all I got. Wah wah, but like I'm trying to help. If you don't like the help, what? The first thing that you should learn, and we hear it a lot, whatever, but I'm actually going to talk about is your proportions, not what is trending, whether it's a crop top or a fitted t-shirt or a baggy t-shirt or a long t-shirt or a crop t-shirt. Learn your proportions. So whether you're tall, short, petite, broad shoulders, curvy, there are certain fits and clothes that go well with those body types. For example, if you're short and you put on really baggy jeans with a baggy top, you are going to look shorter. And now, whether that's something you care about or not, it doesn't really matter. It's more about like, do you want to drown in your clothes? Or there's some people who are able to put baggy clothes on, and because they have a longer torso compared to the legs, it gives the fit more of a like a relaxed, chill vibe, you know. And then certain people who are tall can get away with wearing baggy on baggy because they're taller, so it fills out the frame more. For example, I have broad shoulders, so when I put on tank tops with wide, I forgot, wide little thingies, I end up looking OD Aki, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think, in my opinion, it's too masculine for my liking. So to compensate, instead of that, I wear thin strap tank tops, and on top of that, I also avoid dresses or tops that are like tube tops. And then, for example, people who have tend to have like a thinner shoulder or just a thinner frame in general can get away with wearing tank tops, which is why you see what were they calling it? The Kylie tank top. Crazy, by the way. The reason why it looked quote unquote stylish on her is because she has a thinner frame. Therefore, it didn't look as broad or like Aki on her. And it's not even, if you are someone who cares about this, it's less something could be cheap, but also look more expensive because it fits your body way better. Like just those simple things. Now you knowing that, then you can little icy. So now, how you can find out what works better for your body type and what you actually prefer, I recommend you go to Goodwill or Salvation Army or just any thrift store near you and find shirts that fit differently. Even if it's even if you're gonna go in there just to try stuff on, I do that all the time. I love window shopping. But say you go into a place and they have tank tops. Say they have three different tops or they have halter tops. I'm speaking mostly for like females tops, but or also say you want a tight shirt, a fitted shirt, or baggy or cropped, or baby tees. For example, baby tees, I'm not really a fan. Again, I think because I have a wide structure. So when I wear baby tees that are very tight and also slightly, it's slightly cropped, I end up looking like huger. So what I prefer personally is I like baby tees that are loose. So I like when it has a little crop to it, but it's like I would get it in a large and then cut it a little bit. So it show a little belly, but also it's not fitted on me, so I don't end up looking very constrained. But just doing stuff like that, and then after you do that, then you can start experimenting with other brands and seeing, okay, I know tight t-shirts look good on me. Maybe I can get something for Skims or get something from Aritzia. Just certain things like that, instead of going all the way and immediately getting a random Gucci shirt that's gonna fit, or even like a random Supreme shirt that isn't gonna end up looking how you want it to look. Especially like a lot of people get Stussy and it ends up looking like a random t-shirt because certain people don't look the best or look how they want to look in random t-shirts. I remember I had to stop shopping on IG when it's like I also have bigger thighs. So when I would get these baggy jeans, it would be low-key kind of tighter on my thigh and then drown at the bottom. So I love baggy jeans personally. I like baggy jeans and like a tighter t-shirt. That's like the best combo for me. So when it's just oversized, it doesn't even give baggy, it just gives droop. Like it's just drooping. Not a fan. So what I did to solve that is personally I live in New York, so I would go to Manhattan and then at Manhattan I would walk around out especially on Lower East Side. As you walk around there's a lot of vintage t-shirts and that's my favorite. I don't own that much t-shirts if I'm being honest with you. I just like when they're older and they have a thinner material to them and they're looser. And even if they're baggy, they tend to look more flowy on me. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't understand those type of t-shirts or especially I know the new thing now is getting t-shirts with like holes in them. Why would we get a newly produced t-shirt with holes, guys? Like I rather everyone just go get a vintage t-shirt, especially if it costs over 60. You could easily get an older t-shirt over 60 and actually use the term vintage. There's no point of buying a new shirt with holes. That's a holder. That's a hold. We're gonna move on to the next point. That just got me tight. Like, oh my gosh. Also, let's talk about color. Instead of spending 150 on something you have no clue how it's gonna fit, see what complements your skin complexion the most. And also, people think skin complexion, they think like, okay, they put it immediately in terms, but we also have different undertones, my fault. We have different undertones. So you could be white, for example, but this someone the same complexion as you might look better. Your complexion might look better in yellow because of your undertone. So to compensate and solve that, do the same thing. When you go out, try on different colors. Like I know black is something a lot of people gravitate towards, but also you might look good in navy or brown or earth tones. Those are something that again, very cheap. You just get to see, or even go through Zara used to have a lot of earth tones, but or go to Uniqlo or GU, just random places and cheap, inexpensive places just to see what color combo hits you the best. And please use patterns and textures. Oh my gosh, I love when people use plaid. This is my personal thing though. So plaid might not be your thing, but like when people are able to use plaid or like kind of like how my what's this called? My sheet is maybe in different color, but when or stripes or I've been seeing before I deleted IG, I was like seeing a lot of polka dots. I love that. Like I also like print, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because of Instagram or TikTok that ruined like cheetah print for me or like leopard print. It's like a hit or miss, but still tough. Especially, I also saw this girl on Pinterest the other day. She had like earrings embedded in her heel. Oh my gosh. It was like little hoops and it was everywhere and it just added a different texture. And it was black and silver, so it was nothing crazy, but her just adding that to it like immediately shifted what everything had going on. That was so tough. Style isn't something that you copy from anyone else, especially even if you don't care about dressing. You know, it's not something you copy from, kind of like smells, right? Personally, since high school, sophomore year of high school, damn, that's about to be 5 years ago. Auntie? But I used to go with Bath and Body Work perfumes and scents a lot. Duh, because that was like, like that's like the first thing you see, and it has a different sense. And then I started gravitating towards more essential oils. So I would go to a place in Queens called Jamaica Ave, and basically they have a lot of people set up there who sell fragrances, especially since, for example, for some reason, oil fragrances go cost dumb bread online. Maybe you guys can find a little place, I don't know. But after that, I would smell the scents. I found one that fits me the most, who I think like how I want to be perceived is that's gonna be the scent I chose. So since then I've been using Love Vanilla and it smells good on me. Like I'm really a fan and it actually sticks. It always sticks. Whether it's faint or it really does smell good, but because of that, that is something I found on my own. And to use that same example, that is how dressing is. You have to find whether what type of straight jeans fit you the best because there's different types of straight jeans. There's different types of boot cut. There's different types of baggy jeans. There's different types of capris. So with that being said, it's always like a ever learning experience and you can't do that by keep on buying stuff on Instagram. You could slowly see I especially recommend Depop to try different things, especially if you're experimenting. You only experiment with things that are under 50. If it's over $50, do not experiment. We got to find a different care. Now, after you know something looks good on you, then you can up it and go get something expensive. So I'm not telling you never to shop on Instagram. I'm just saying be a little bit more considerate with yourself and your time and your money because now after you know how a baggy jean fits, when you look at the measurements on whatever brand you're looking at, you're like, oh, this is my thing, like this is my style. So just be a little open. So yeah, the goal isn't to own expensive clothes, it's to own clothes that look expensive on you because it just fits your body regardless of whatever your size is. It just fits your body so well and it just gives you a true understanding. And that's why I think style matters, is because it also shows how well you know yourself as a person. Because if you're just putting something on because you saw it on your IG feed or you saw it on your TikTok feed, okay, but if you look comfortable in your fit, if you look like, wow, that color fits you nicely, even if it's nothing crazy, you have a better understanding of yourself. So style is getting a better understanding of yourself. And whether it's something you're into or not, it's something we all participate in. So, just have a little decency to it. And yeah, that's it. I hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If no one got it, Paige got it. I appreciate you guys, especially if you watch this far. Adios. 17, contact C, try to catch me when I fall down.